now.
Okay.
So let's do that. So for you guys, let's have your rolls with the with d6s, one apiece. Who is going to go ahead and roll as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make a sort of just no? Wait,
Well,
we roll first, and then we.
In this case, yes.
Yeah. Shall I first? And a 6. That's not perfect.
And a 3.
The 3 is going to be effective. The 6 is represented by the fact that Pur is going to roll over onto its back, put its paws in the air, and go to sleep in the most unimpressive possible display of I command this manticora. Exactly. So that is not helping. And so it's been lulled into, a state of peace and everything. It's been put to sleep. It's been, that's where we are going with this. But you are going to say the things, which would be very convincing to a person.
Okay. So this happens when I've been riding into the crew and then.
Yes.
When
and now we're
you
going
get
to
off
now
the
see
you get off the manticora starts speaking, and then
the magic is going to now roll in on you,
Yeah.
and we're going to see how well that
okay.
goes. Yeah.
So because I don't have any points left to spend, the obvious way to game the system is to try to get as many syllables as possible. So
Which also means the more specific the spell becomes.
right. So I'm
So,
gonna have to do an object and 2 adjectives.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which as so let's see. There's an adjective. There. Sorry, I don't mean to keep going. Okay, and so then there is our object,
right,
and there is the other adjective. Okay, turn the page.
So you want adjectives first?
Yeah.
50 and 93. So 50 is weird.
Mm-hmm.
93 is unfortunate.
I am really liking this. Okay, keep going.
And 20 is the object is call.
Call.
So this is completely logical.
The weird and unfortunate call. Weird, which is 1. Unfortunate call, 6.
The weird, unfortunate call.
Which, it's trying to enhance this.
Yeah. So I guess I sort of riding him out, getting off the manticora, falls asleep.
I want to see what he picks now.
So the obvious effect would be communication.
Communication or enhanceability.
Or enhanceability.
Yeah, which in this case, because they've already got the they've already handled the actual content.
Yeah.
We need some extra supplies at this critical moment.
Yes. I need you.
So
you guys
what,
made me laugh too much.
what I want is to make him affect a bigger area, and that you could say it's
The way in which you really
area
want
or distance.
Neither. What we really want is target area in terms of persons. So
Right.
just working
The
with
the person's affected by it.
right.
Right.
That's what
So
you're
for
really
5 we get a castle or boatload.
that would be about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got 6 points,
So that's
yeah.
fine. And I have 1 point. I don't know what.
Give him a point of protection for God's sake.
A few moments each encounter. So
Actually, it would be, since it's another person and far away, that actually is not going to be possible. If you wanted to give him protection.
I give him.
start all
So
over.
it has to be
Yeah, it would have to be at least 4 more points, I think,
4.
to protect him.
Protect? No, I don't mean protect him. I mean his ability to project
Oh, right.
his voice lasts for the whole encounter.
Right. Oh, perfect. That makes a lot of sense.
So
Yes.
so it's not a
You're giving
single.
him duration,
It's not a single action, but he can keep
Right.
talking for a while.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
And he's making a call, obviously, and it is a bit weird because he kind of sounds not like himself. He sounds a bit like a manticore roaring at times.
Yeah.
And what was the final one?
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, and the unfortunate thing was that the manticore fell asleep.
Well,
But
I've got that covered.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe my opening sentence is the unfortunate thing.
I'm on it.
I started with, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Or maybe only gentlemen. Maybe.
You fumble a bit, yes.
Yeah, that's not fair. Maybe.
Okay, but you do manage to get out the right phrases as you were coached.
Yeah. I regret that.
Now,
Iran is not great. Does that cost me a point?
it does.
Well,
4.
4.
Then I get the point back.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned to you earlier, okay, so what this means is that the holy toad, the god assassins, or rather than the holy toad virtue security forces.
Virtue secure? What did you do here?
That's right. Have appeared.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. They have appeared. They are a bunch of goblins of small and sneaky appearance, and have come upon the scene. Now, this is also my moment, because, as I say, magic accumulates. Let's think about this for a moment. We have the lovely shattering preservation, which puts something to sleep and captured it. We have the scaly fuchsia hex, which counters the poison and is generally a benevolent thing. We have the wild umber vibration, which may peace pacified something. Is everybody seeing a bit of a nice little benevolent, sleepy trend?
Yeah.
So far,
this,
but
you know?
not the last one.
The weird and unfortunate call was all about convincing people to see sense and pay attention, that there's, some reason not to fight here. All enhanced, all the magic blending into this spot. And I think the whole thing is just suffused by a fuchsia glow, and everybody becomes very drowsy and, full of peace and brotherhood, and, falls asleep with their heads on each other's shoulders, and, it's kind of a nice and sweet thing, which of course captures you in the midst of all of it. So you collapse right over Per in a state of benevolent, benevolent trance. The effect is spreading.
Uh-oh. Back off.
And unfortunately,
Unfortunately, we call those goblins.
Unfortunately, the Toad God peace and security and virtue and security forces now see an open field of pure and simple. They see a low-hanging fruit environment for carnage to bring peace to lots and lots and lots of people.
Oh, bollocks.
Well,
you could just leave them to the butcher and get out of there, or not.
Yeah, and your brother.
Yeah, your brother's right there.
That's all this about.
It's
Do
not,
something. It's there.
it's not just his fault. It was an unfortunate call. It called them. You see.
well,
But it's also not just your fault, because all of these were just adding up. I mean, any minute now there was going to be one more spell
Well,
that
magic.
had tipped it over.
has it? will of its own sometimes. It's just things happen.
That's very true.
So, the rest of us, the three of us, are sort of on the edge
Yeah,
of the area.
exactly.
So
we were watching the pink glow approach.
Okay. Well, well, this magic's obviously going to happen. We can't stop that. That's just the way things are. So, what do you want to do?
Well, they're here for you.
Yeah,
Go
I'm-
dance a little jig and lead them away.
I was just going to do that.
Yeah, just back them.
I'm gonna dance forward. Just, hey, you shitheads!
Missed me.
Think of the toad goddesses. Never.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it.
Kiss to the toad god's daughter. Nothing you can do about it. Bye. Right. This actually will be a matter of speed.
Of speed, okay.
You need to get in front of their intention.
Hmm.
In this game, in combat or combat-like situations, the non-player characters always go first.
Hmm.
And the only way to counter that is to make a speed check. And you are great at speed.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take another die because that one's failed me several times. Oh. A 6. That's good, right?
Get a full point. Is anybody else going to do anything? Just because clearly this is quite a mess.
Well,
You've been knocked over.
yeah,
It's taken your base points out, by the way.
okay, so.
I mean, you're the one who has most skin in the game. What do you want to do to save your brother?
Just stop them. So there's going to be a lot of.
Yeah, that was 6 points that just came in and knocked your base out. So,
Oh,
that's fine.
Stop the goblins?
Yes.
but like my, and I make sure back in Amber it always happens
How
at
we
one
can
point.
convince them.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah, okay, sure.
So tell me, I missed.
No, I mean, she says she doesn't think she can convince them. So how do you intend to fight them?
oh, we just run in there and fight them. How many are there? Come on, everybody.
They-
You just have those
Lizard,
behind
and
my back.
yeah, you've got your lizard, you've got your crew. It's not the dumbest thing ever.
Are
Actually.
the goblins in the sleeping area? Or?
They are a fire with the fervor of toad god virtue, and that is not a problem.
Yeah,
Remember,
they keep me
unfortunate
after
means for you.
Mm. So we need to get them out of the pink area to fight them.
Mhm.
Come on over here, you.
Right.
You taunt them the second time.
Well, he did not manage to. The point is that you weren't quick enough to keep them from doing their dirty work. So they are in there already,
Yeah.
spearing some people. And so the question now, I mean, you could ride in there and attack. I mean,
But
that's.
don't we get caught in the purple haze then?
Oh, it's a good question.
Maybe that's what your role determines.
You think?
I mean, I suck at fighting, so
Anti-purple magic.
I mean, I think my magic has helped quite enough by now. It's like when magic sort of gets its own life like this.
That the game master gets to have a field day. That's the problem.
The thing is, once it starts,
I'm like the fumble table at that point.
once it starts cooking like this, maybe you don't want to add more to it.
No.
It's like pouring gasoline on the fire.
Well,
I could maybe do something completely different, like to try to make you fight better or something. But I don't think I'm not going to cast any magic into that area with the goblins.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Like I don't know.
You're kind of like, yeah, that's. I can see that it's creating little fractals already, right? So,
Yeah. No. But or maybe you're increased your ability of your followers or something.
Well, you're just coming.
I will grab you.
Right.
I will hold you up,
Mm-hmm.
sitting on my lesson, and I will tell them that he's here.
Uh-huh.
Come get him. I will convince them to come out and come get him. But when they come, I will of course tell them you can't get him without the fight.
Well, since it is supposed to be unfortunate for you, the way that roll went, right, your failed roll.
Yeah.
Basically, what that means is that that's not a roll. They are coming.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, they're coming.
That's right.
Oh, very good.
They want you.
Okay. Very
That's
good.
the other fellows. That's like, you know.
Yeah, they.
Oh, good. You know, more souls for the toad god. That's awesome. But
But there's number one.
I'm
He's
slowly
Right.
backing off towards
Right.
the forest.
good idea. Right. You, of course, are slumbering, and which is good. You kind of just saved his life too, so that's good. And now we have our fight.
Now it's fine.
Right. The good news is that you don't have to fight all of them at once because you have your crew there.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep things easy, I'm just going to kind of lead them off
Mm-hmm.
from the immediate confrontations, so that you can concentrate on a foe or two.
Yes.
They are quite slippery, and meaning that, you know, they might shoot a dart
Oh no.
and then kind of seem to almost disappear because you blinked, and that sort of thing. They're
Sneaky bastard.
exactly. So when they form up to fight, it's quite confusing.
Mhm.
And so there's you, there's your lizard. You got And if you want to actually try to wriggle out of there or whatever, that's an action on your part.
Yeah.
Or perhaps even, if forced, fight. So how does combat work? Boy, look at this little handy rules handout I had for the players that I had really not made available to you, but we might as well with fighting.
They go first.
Unless you make a successful speed test.
Mm.
And then failure will put you at the very end after everybody else.
Attack is fight,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe ranged weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Defend is fight, or
Elan.
elan
range.
for range.
And I do not roll. When they attack, you roll to defend.
Hmm.
And I need to come up with the base for that, which is not, I have a little rubric here for their base. And I roll that. Okay, so I have their base value.
I haven't told the others, but I'm actually a heretic. I worship Froggermoth.
Ah, of course, right. Well, your friends are now fully aware of this. The security squad, the security squad is quite clear about their motivations, and so, yeah. So, yes, this is a.
Good on you being a free thinker.
Yeah, you fits right in. As far as, you're like, why am I surrounded by these enemies of God? Okay, so now we have our fight, and they will be attacking both of you. At least, let's see. Yeah, well, you're certainly the most visible, and they would want to be going after you. And so the fellows have managed to keep off the bulk of them. So it just seems reasonable that 3 are going to get through out of a potential 10 or so. And so the question is, well, I'm sad to say that 2 out of the 3, we know who the target is. That seems only logical.
The Froggermoth lover.
Yes, exactly. So that means
I shouldn't have stolen the